How's it going? Wooden Spoon SuperCoach here. Another absolute bed shit of a week. But I say this, but I'm pretty happy with my team. I'm happy with my trades. It looks good. It's just
Oh my
not
God.
scoring well. I don't know what the issue is. I'm hoping it's just I need to wait a little bit and it'll start to click. But yeah, another not great score. Actually got some red arrows this week. I feel like I should have last week as well, but I managed to get away with it. Mac, on the other hand, you're flying, dude.
Absolutely flying. Yeah, and look, we have a lot of the same people, so I'm going to say it's coming down to sit v start and stuff like that. And
This week
it's all
especially.
it's all the coach, mate. It's all the coach. But yeah, look, stoked top 1% this week for the score. Climbed another 14,000 ranks, or sorry, 17,000 ranks. I'm up into the top 15,000 now. So pretty happy with that considering it started at 106. Also managed to reverse the trade on Tavana last minute when I saw he wasn't playing, so saved myself a trade.
Must be nice.
Yeah, and even though I said I was going to captain Farlongo like everybody else on Friday night, I changed my mind to do a bit of a pod play and went for Jaden Campbell, and yeah, that paid off big. So also still had Kinney in my team, so yeah, looking good.
Looking very good, and hopefully I can start to catch her because it's getting a bit deflating, these constant under 1200s. But it can all flip in 1 week. You just never know. And I still think I don't think I'm making any terrible decisions. I think it's just not quite paying off yet. Hopefully
Yeah,
we see that change. But Supercoach is a funny game.
yeah.
Yeah, God. We'll move over to the match review.
What
Oh,
what about the
wait.
prize pool and stuff?
Prize pool. I
Yeah,
completely forgot about it. Big week this week. We're up to $834, 16.91. Project Spartan, Happy Bandit, and Shots all got between $4 and $6 each. So
good
really
stuff, man.
good. Project Spartan up past $20, 21.44. Happy Bandit into second place, which I'm sure he'll be stoked with. It's really there's about one bet in it because if you, for
Yeah,
example, I'm pretty sure Project Spartan just took the Raiders head to head. That ended up being $6. So
nice.
yeah, it's heating up, and the
No one
boys
was
are
on the
involved every
Bulldogs.
week. No one's on the yeah, God.
Yeah. Let us know in the comment section, folks, how you scored this week as well. How'd you go with your scores? Where are you placed in the season rank wise? Where are you placed in the Wooden Spoon League? Because, yeah, obviously at the end of the season, we're actually going to divide the prize pool up between first, second, and third. So yeah, let us know how you're tracking in the group league as well. Only a couple more weeks to join that one. So if you haven't got your mates and your girlfriend's team and stuff in there as well, get them in, folks. This prize pool is still going up.
I'm pretty sure the entries close round 11. I would make it sooner, but I don't think I can change it now. So round 11, I figured up towards the Origin period is probably a decent time. But yeah, get in there if you haven't already. One team per person. I will know. Trust me, I will know. Yeah, cool. Get in there and we'll move over to the match review. Jenkins
All right.
with potentially his shittest score of the year.
Yeah, he still scored 2 tries though.
Yeah, man. This guy. So he's reached a point where he does need to be scoring tons to hit his break even now. So he has absolutely peaked. But at this
Yeah,
point, you don't want him for the money. You want him for the points. So
yeah,
again, still very jealous about him. We have finally reached the point where it is a bit of an easier decision on whether you bring him in or not. At this point, you just don't.
no, too
It's not
expensive.
worth it at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got him, well done. Um, the guy I had in one of my heads this week, VC'd Preston and looped him,
Oh, huge.
and he flogged me.
Yeah,
I can't even be mad at that. That is such an elite play.
yeah,
Uh, can't even be mad at it. Kickout's done a little bit better this week. He had a couple of lackluster scores, but realistically, I can't imagine too many people stocking up on these Bulldogs. Even Kiraz with a 58, it's really not an option. Preston's probably the only guy that I could even slightly recommend, maybe Kickout, but with Liam Barton going down, that makes it a lot more likely that Preston's going to play Origin, so that's something we need to consider as well.
yeah.
Cleary with a 56. I'm pretty sure he got a nice little update. I think he was at like 45 or something, and then he, I don't know, must have got like a line breaker, an assist or something. Yeah, look, it's not ideal. Definitely not panic stations. He's still the best player in the world. So this is going to happen every now and then. And you bet this week Penrith are going to come out and absolutely flog the Dolphins. And if they don't, I will eat my hat.
Maybe. I think their biggest problem was that they were trying too hard. So hopefully they just relax a bit next week and don't try too hard. Yeah.
Just go back to
I'm
what works. Yeah.
yeah. But
Dylan
yeah,
Edwards as well.
I don't have yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I don't really have much to say on this one. Like the dogs showed up, they did good. Looks like they've decided to actually pass the ball a bit earlier to their strike weapons, Kickow and get Preston nice and short. Galvin straightened up a bit. So look, if they keep doing this, then yeah, the dogs could be targets again. Kiraz was still a bit underwhelming, so probably wouldn't go there. Tuala's got pretty good base, but just not sure about the security. And then yeah, on the Panthers, like it was just a bit of an off week, so you can't really take too much away from it. They're still going to be amazing all year, and you probably still want to have 2 or 3 Panthers in your team.
Absolutely. I know a few people did bring Dylan Edwards in. He's just a very, very safe fullback. The ceiling isn't crazy. There is a ceiling there. He can go, 115, that kind of ballpark on a good week if he gets some attacking stats. But his work rate is just insane. And I'll probably be looking at either him or Teddy in the coming weeks. Edwards going to Origin probably makes that decision a little bit easier. Casey McLean, he'll be out for, I don't know how long he'll be out though, with that sin binning.
I think it's a week.
66
And
was
he was the
1
most
week.
popular most traded in player last week. Like if you
Oh,
traded him, just like it is what it is. Like you trade him because you're going to hold him all year. So yeah, look, I wouldn't worry about it. It's just unlucky timing, but I'd hold, and he'll be back, and he'll be back with a vengeance.
that's it. And look, you can do much worse than a 66 with a player going off the field for 10 minutes. So it hurts, but you will survive.
Yep.
Manly get it done again. Let's go. Kieran Foran, undefeated. Oh,
Yeah.
love to see it.
If Leilua could draw and pass, then this game would look very different. But I'm not complaining because he's still top scored for me, 99 points. I've had him since the start of the season. Definitely not complaining. A little bit lackluster from Turbo here, like in a team that's playing the Dragons, coming last, haven't won, and Turbo is just busting out 80. I don't know. Like I personally am not entirely satisfied with that. If you brought him in, then sure, it's good. A lot of people captained him, so that's okay. But yeah, look, I'm still not going anywhere near the Eagles, but I'd like to say the same thing about the Dragons, but I still have 3 of them, and I'm not trading out Holmes yet because I just want to give him a chance. Like, surely it can't get any worse than this.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to turn it around eventually. They weren't bad in this game. In pockets, they were terrible, but in pockets, they were pretty good. Sedu, too, had a really, really good game. Just tackle busting, line breaks, obviously the try. Probably wouldn't quite call him a playing option. I'm forced into it this week, which isn't ideal, but at least we know that he has got a decent score in him, so that's not terrible.
On that point, I probably could have got team of the week if I actually played Sedu 2. And who was my other center that scored really well? I didn't play. Fayamani. I left about 80 points on the bench there. I also didn't captain Kinney, even though I did captain JC, so that was still pretty good, but I could have got more from that. And I had Joe Chan playing instead of Noah Martin. So, I've left about 200 points on the bench. Anyway.
I want to take full credit for Keeney's score because I traded him out last week. So that's the only reason he went massive, is because, God, it's a bit unlucky at the moment. But yeah.
Every content creator tries to take credit for players doing good or bad if they trade him in. It's like, it doesn't matter that the other 6,000 people traded him out this last week. That's not their fault. It's your fault.
That's it.
Yeah, no, it was just paying dividends to those who had the patience to hold on Kinney. I trusted in what my preseason logic was, and I wasn't ready to move him on yet. He was still doing a job. That's another thing. I've been seeing a lot of people like unhappy with guys that aren't performing to their expectations. Like Fafita, for example. Like we got him for 450 and he's averaging 60. Like what's wrong with that? Like he's still yet to have his pop-off game. Like that's fine. Like why are you trading out guys like Fafita? Like I don't understand that. If people are doing the job that you brought him into your team for, then keep him. So anyway, that's what Kinney was for me, and now it's paid off. And I'll hold him for a few more weeks at least, I think.
Yeah, if only I had that one more week of patience, but I guess that's what I get.
Shout out to Sloan, who was left as a free agent in my draft comp, even though he was starting fullback, and joined my team in the CT dub and did a number on my opponent. And also Jesse Arthurs, both of them named to start at fullback this week. Neither of them got picked up. So easy win for me in draft this week.
I feel like there's not a whole lot left to talk about with these two teams. Taniela
Yeah,
Paseka is still doing just fine. Bit of a
he's
slow
doing
burn,
fine.
but he's still scoring above his break even, so can't complain.
Yeah.
For the Dragons, really, the only other thing to touch on would be, I forget which Couchman it is. Ryan Couchman coming back
Yeah.
soon-ish. I don't
Yeah.
think he'll be named this week, but I know that there is a few people going early on him as a downgrade,
Yeah.
which I don't mind.
Chan to Rauchman is a good idea this week if
Yeah.
you've already, say, got Lasardi or something like that. Yeah, I don't mind it. Turbo's break even is like 82 or something. So,
Yeah.
like, I had a bit of a look at fullbacks this week, but I don't think I'm going to make a move on a third fullback just yet. So, yeah,
I
we'll get to
was
trades a bit later.
I was a little bit worried about him in the second half. He was nowhere near as involved as he was in the first half. I don't know if there was like maybe a little bit of awareness, as they like to call super minor injuries these days, or if he just took the foot off the pedal, which doesn't really make sense to me. So hopefully he's all good.
Not sure.
Because if I traded Keeney to Turbo, missed out on Keeney's score, and then Turbo ends up having some time off, like fuck, that'd kill me.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll move on. Not a whole lot of Supercoach relevance in those two teams.
Yep.
Big game here.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, Tom Duffy, man. What a guy.
Duff man.
Yeah.
We were saying it all night.
We might even be looking at him in a couple of weeks because
Yeah,
at 91, he's bottom dollar. He's not going to have to do much more to make a heap of money. So he could be a nice little Ethan Sanders or Atkinson bailout.
depends how long Reynolds is out for, but
Yes.
yeah, look, you're obviously not going to get on until week 3 for the cash, and then it's if Reynolds is 1 week away, like you won't. So
Mm,
yeah, look, I don't know, like it's probably not going to happen, but I hear you, could be good. And
yeah.
yeah, he's a good player. Drinkwater, uh, Drinkwater's made money so far this season. Like he has repaid anybody that held, and I actually considered trading him back in, and I was like, no, I don't want to pay more than I traded him out for. Like,
Yeah.
so, and he's still not goal kicking, but yeah, look, they've turned it on. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cowboys are no longer a stinky team. They're killing
yeah,
it. Helam Lukey, owners will be so stoked with him. What's he at the moment? He's up to 600k, so he's made about 200k, and he's going to keep going up.
yeah.
Probably not a
Break
buy at
even.
this point. I feel like there's
Yeah,
plenty of other second row forwards you could go for as downgrades.
yeah. I mean, I
Um,
hear you, but my forwards averaged 80 across the board this week, and
yeah,
that includes Joe Chan's 60. That's because I had
wow.
Leilua and I had Lukey. Like, I don't know. I think Lukey could be one of the form back rows of the season. My only concern, if you are thinking about bringing him in, is if he's going to Origin. I actually can get behind bringing him in, but like you haven't fully missed the boat yet. His break even's low. Like he's only 600,000. He's averaging like 74.5 or something. Like, yeah, like he's a beast. So, and he knows how to find the attacking stat too. I actually can still get behind people bringing in Lukey and Chester, to be honest. Both of
Yeah.
them doing really good. Chester, his break even's negative 32.
Mm.
So, yeah,
And he's
look,
at like 450k, so like that's really good. I actually did bring Chester in this week.
yeah,
Um,
nice.
I wanted to last week, but I would have had to have sold someone else. I can't quite remember. I had to get rid of Keeney in the end because I needed more money. But I've got him now, and it feels good because he's the
Hmm.
cheapie that got away from me this year. And all of a sudden, my center wing cheapies look really good. They've all got really
Mm.
good break evens. I don't have Moses Leo, so that's worked out for me in the end. The scoring is probably not going to be great, but at least we're at the point of the season where cash is more important, and I'm getting that part right. So hopefully, I can start to make some moves with scoring later. Who else have we got? Payne Haas with a 72 is amazing. I
Yep.
was holding my breath when he went off the field. I'm sure you were as well.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
did
actually, I
not
don't have
expect him to
Haas.
come back. Oh, just as a Broncos fan, I mean, like,
Yeah, yeah, I was a bit, but
there was zero part of me that thought he was coming back.
I was hoping for a bit more from Willison this week. I played Willison in draft over Tupanua, and Tupanua came out and busted out 70 odd points with a try. And Willison came out and scored 35, and I was just a bit deflated by that. Like I was
Mm,
hoping that he would pick up some of Payne Haas's like minutes and like he did the week before. But yeah, I don't know. I just got that wrong. Plus I wasn't going to play Tupanua against the Panthers. Who would have thought, you know? But
yeah,
yeah, anyway. Looking for Willison to actually pick it up again this week. Like, I'm sure he's not very relevant, but anyway, we can. Pat Carrigan out for 2 weeks. I might just hold. Otherwise, I was thinking like I want like a twal or a forward. I want like a big minute middle, um, maybe to replace him. But at this point, like I'm already probably ripping a boost to do some other stuff. So yeah, like I might just sit on him for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there. I think you could do either and be okay because he will be going
Yeah,
to Origin, so he probably will be a trade out at some point. Um,
yeah.
so yeah, I think you could just flip a coin on that one, honestly.
Yeah, I just got other more important things to sort out this week. I think
Yeah,
like this, my whole plan this week was to bring in Herbie. I don't care that he's playing the Panthers. I'm doing it. I can't go another week of death riding Herbie, not in my team. So I'm getting him.
yeah. Anyone who doesn't have Herbie has done very well because he's gone nowhere near the heights that we know he could for the start of the year. But yeah, it is very relaxing having him in your team.
Yeah, it's
Um,
scary, bro. I would if for general tip for Herbie. Look, maybe you could definitely wait a week. You could definitely wait a week to trade him in and see what happens this week with the Panthers because he could drop a bit more cash. But I just can't do it because I wanted him in my team since the start. My plan was always to get him as soon as possible, and now I've got the cash. So I'm doing it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Jesse Arthurs, I was making fun of him as an option last week, but he's come out and scored well, and now he's got a
Mm.
break even of 6 at 425k. He's
I
played
think
2 rounds.
Walsh is going to be out for a while,
Yeah,
so like another few weeks. So yeah, Arthur's actually a pretty good option to be honest, and that's potentially in my trade plans this week. But we'll get to that on Wednesday, I suppose.
yes. Probably not a whole lot else to talk about here. Blake Moser, that
What about
must suck. You were
no
really
love?
keen to see him.
Yeah, that was so rough. I was like hyping him up on the couch. I was so stoked, and then all of a sudden he just came out and tried to tackle Jason Tamalolo's shoulder with his face, and it just didn't work, unfortunately.
Of all the guys you could try and tackle with your face
I
too,
know,
like
bro. He tried to tackle his shoulder with his face. Like, oh, it's just
Oh
rough.
god.
No love for Jake Clifford. Oh, he's way too expensive. That's why.
Yeah, I definitely looked at it because I've made a trade at 5'8", and I would
Yep.
like to get him in, but there is another guy who I'm very keen on. Um, we'll probably see who it is once we go through these scores because it'll be highlighted, so it'll give it away a little bit. But also, my trades
Yep.
aren't locked in yet. I've put about 10 minutes of thought into it.
Mm,
Reed Marnie owners. Oh, I feel for you. What's he worth
yeah.
now? Oh my god, he's 335k. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Um, God, what do you even do at this point? He's probably
You
priced.
pick up. You just downgrade him to like a Harrison Graham or somebody, or what's the guy from the Titans who might actually be getting the start over Verrills? He was electric on the weekend. I forget. We'll
I'm
get to it.
wondering if at this point you just hold Marnie because he's lost so much money at this point. He's priced at about a 33 now. I feel like you could just hold on to him. Maybe he gets back up to 400k or something.
No, Pasco. Yeah, I think that's his name.
Pasco.
Downgrade him to Pasco for he's 201,000, and he was awesome for the Titans on the
Mm.
weekend. Yeah,
Cheese is also an option, but he didn't score very well either.
yeah.
So that could be a little zig when others zag.
Mhm.
But yeah, don't mind it. Purdue
But
56 is fine.
yeah, he had a really good try to start the game, and I was like, yeah, this kid's going to do another ton, and it just didn't work out that way. But yeah, look, he'll be great all season, I think. So yeah, not worried about that. Cool.
Thought. Sonny Luke. What's he priced at? 250k minus 14 break even. 4 rounds played. It's scary and it's risky, but because of where I'm ranked at the moment and all these bad scores, I'm trying to find the little pod plays because
Yeah,
I'm gonna need them to catch back up.
yeah.
Look, maybe if he comes out and has not even a decent score, just like a decent roll again next week, then maybe. But until then, I
Well, I
would
think
not be
Money had
doing
a
it.
head knock, so he could be starting this week. And if he doesn't give back the starting spot to Money, then like if he's the starting nine from now on, because he played well,
Mm,
then yeah, I mean honestly that could be an option. But I'd have to see him get named to start even when Money was back, and then
yes.
serious option. Yeah,
Um, Cowboys do play the first game of the week as well, so Marnie is likely going to be stood down.
yeah, he's out. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. I think that pretty much covers it for all of
Yep.
these. We will move on. That was a good game. That one. That was really
It
entertaining.
was. There was a humdinger, as Dan Kinane was saying about 10 times on the weekend.
I didn't watch this one. I heard it was an absolute shit fight with
I
like
missed
reffing
all the
decisions
Saturday
and
games.
stuff.
Actually, I did catch a Storm game on replay, but yeah, I was out at my mum's birthday, so I missed the Saturday games as well. I think I saw a little bit at the start. Sasangi is just undeniably the best pickup of the year.
Yep.
Sasangi is still a beast. You can actually still trade him in because his break even is 23.
Yep.
And aside from that, he looks like the form center of the game. He's tackle busting, he's setting up tries, he's doing line breaks, he's even got a kick in him. Apparently, it's his preferred position, so a lot of that all makes sense all of a sudden. He's defending well. Yeah. Sasangi and the Jewel. If you don't have him, then absolutely you can still find a way to get him in your team and make it work.
Yeah. I've utilized that duel this week. It let me trade a front rower to a center wing, which is very
Awesome.
nice.
Nice.
Alex Johnston. There's going to be some really good times to pick him up, and potentially more of a run home pick. I wouldn't want to be picking him up when Latrell and everyone's going to be going off to Origin soon. I think with your more rocks and diamonds kinds of players, I think it is an after Origin play. But
If
in
you're going
saying
to go
that,
Johnston, you would just spend the extra 70K and get Mitchell.
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he's that expensive. Oh yeah, 674K.
Yeah,
No,
and
thank you.
Mitchell is hurting me right now. Like every
Oh yeah,
time I look at my center wing to upgrade, I see him at the top of the list, and I'm like, yeah, he's the next guy that I should get, and I'm just like, but I won't. So it's hard. It's hard. It's killing me. Yeah, Mitchell doing good consistently is killing me,
mm,
but it is what it is. Maybe next year I have to throw all biased out the window and just play to win, but that might suck some of the fun out of Supercoach for me. So
that's it.
not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's if he's definitely playing Origin. That's my biggest thing for
Yeah.
not bringing him in.
Yeah.
He's already 750K. The boat's just been missed at this point,
Yeah.
similar to Jenkins. And
Yeah. Well,
I just still feel in the back of my head that there's a low score coming. However,
yeah.
with Jai Gray's head knock or injury, I'm not actually sure what happened to him. It looks like Latrell's going to be slotting in at fullback for a little bit.
AC joint for Jai Gray. Yeah.
AC
So
joint.
look, his work rate might go down. He might end up having a stinker where he doesn't do much. But I don't know. They seem to sort it out in the second half, and he definitely caught fire. So
Yeah.
yeah, like that. He'll be solid. He'll be solid. If you've got him, great. If you don't, I can see why you'd do it. Actually, excuse me. I even considered getting him in and going against my whole like vendetta against him, because yeah, like he's one of the top CT dubs this year.
Yeah.
If you've got him, then you're going to be scoring well. So yeah,
Undeniably one of the best players.
yeah,
What was I going to say? Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about his attacking output from fullback. I feel like it would probably look the same. He'd just kind of find his way onto that left side of the field in attack anyway. Base has never really been his strong point, so we'll have to see what happens there. Cody Walker, 88. He's bought himself another week, potentially two, in my side. I can't believe I'm making a trade at 5'8", and it's not getting rid of Cody Walker. So very, very happy with that. If I knew these were going to be the scores I'd get from him, then I wouldn't even think twice about picking him at the start of the year. So I'm very happy.
he's only gone up 57,000 so far, but he does
Yes.
have a break even of 3 now.
Yeah.
So like you could even still get on Cody Walker if you missed it. But yeah, otherwise Fafita 70, fine, still scoring above his price and hasn't had the pop off game yet. Noah Martin benched to start the game. Ricky doing a bit of playing a bit of silly buggers with everybody,
The old Ricky
and
Roulette.
yeah, causing people to take the reserve off him and stuff. I didn't have it on there anyway because I thought he was in for a tough matchup and Joe Chan was going to do better, but I obviously got that one wrong. But yeah, look, once he came on at 20-minute mark, he still had a huge output for the rest of the game. So Noah Martin owners, I wouldn't panic. He's still fine. He's still got a good break even. He's still got money to make. Yeah, you trade out Joe Chan before you trade out Noah Martin or Dave Fafita, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I'm very glad that I missed his benching, because that may have made me take the reserve off him, but I missed it, so fine, and I'll absolutely take a 60. That's still more than he's priced at, so can't complain. Ethan Sanders as well, has bought himself another week. He was a guy definitely on the chopping block. He's definitely ended up being the better option over Atkinson. He does have
Yeah.
a little bit of ceiling in there, which is good to see. So yeah, definitely not rushing that trade. Keon with a 53. You can see he's not highlighted because
Injured.
I've sold him this week. Yeah,
Yep.
get rid of him. He's
Yep.
gone.
Yep.
That's pretty much all we need to say there. Brandon Smith with the 27 is kind of disappointing, but we expected this. Izzy just getting eased back in. Hooker slot 2
Probably.
is just a wasteland at the moment. Like, whatever. There are some
Yes.
decent options coming up, as you were telling me earlier, Mac, but I'm
Yeah.
happy with Cheese there for now. It's fine.
Yeah. I might try and go antipod cheese when it actually becomes a problem for me. Like if Harry Grant goes down or goes to Origin or something, then maybe I'll try for like a Pasco or something. But yeah, we'll see.
Beautiful.
Next.
Onwards to...
I missed this one as well. But yeah, look, Hines got an update, 20 points extra. That's like a line break and a try assist that originally wasn't awarded to him, that was awarded to him. So that's good. Chloe traded out Teddy, brought in Hines, and captained him for 30 points until we woke up
Yeah,
on
it's
Monday
rough.
morning to find 50 points. So we were pretty happy with the extra. Um, but yeah, look, Blake Brayley is a weapon. I think he had like three try assists in this. He was obviously doing all the creative stuff. Anyone who held Jesse Colquhoun this long, you'd be stoked. Anyone who
Yep.
held Sam Walker this long, finally getting a score there. But yeah, look, I'm not really that sold on any of these dudes. Like, look how many points are in this game here. It's like 34 to 22, 56 points, and like there's a bunch of 80s. Like
Yeah.
it's a bit rough. Like I don't know. Like I'd love to see Teddy with 120 or something like that. But like he's still on my radar because he's still dropping cash, but he's about to sort of balance out with his break even. So
Yep.
another week of 80 points for Teddy, and he'll bottom out and be a buy. You could even get him this week, but he's still got a pretty high break even, like 100 or something. So
Yeah.
probably wouldn't.
You could go early on him. He's
You
not going to
could.
drop too much more money. And
This could be
that
where
is
they
more of a
start to.
points play than a cash play.
Yeah, this could be where they start to pick up their game and get the flow with the spine and stuff. So yeah, I can understand it
Yeah.
for sure. Eero 48, bit meh. If you're still holding, I don't know. What are you doing with Eero?
I'm not phased. What's his
Yeah,
break even? It's probably not great. 75. Yeah,
yeah,
whatever.
it's
He's
doable.
what's he lost in total? 88k, so it's not great,
Yeah,
but this is like all base. So
yep,
we know he's got the attacking stats in him. It's definitely down from last year, but as
yep.
long as he's not getting like, 20 to 30 when he's not getting attacking stats, like that's
Mm,
fine. I would have to be in a very good position to look at trading him out.
yep,
Like realistically, if he just doesn't get any attacking stats and keeps scoring 48s, he's only going to drop like another 100k, which really isn't the end of the world. So yeah, I'll be holding him. He's a gun. He will heat up at some point.
yep.
Um, is Mulatalo
I,
out for like the whole year?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
That's a
I'm kind of
concern.
hoping. I'm hoping the same for Holmes, to be honest. Like we got these top tier CT dubs that are supposed to be anchors in our team that bust out big scores, and they're averaging 50 points. It's like you jump off, you lose the money, and then
Yep.
they go on a run. So you just got to be a little bit patient with the guys that you pay big dollars for here, I think, and work on building your team in other areas because these guys could come good, and then you're stacked. So yeah, look, I was actually wondering about trading him in once he bottoms out. So
Yeah.
he's kind of getting there. A good score or something. Obviously the buy this week, but then if he comes back with a good score next week or another mid score, then yeah, maybe he's a buy. So yeah, we'll see how he goes. Otherwise, yeah, basically the only people I'm really looking at on this list are Teddy and Eero or Brayley, but I'm
Yeah,
not
Brayley.
going sideways from Grant to Brayley. Like, you don't
Yeah.
know, Brayley might go Origin. Like, I don't think two gun hookers is necessarily the best option at the moment with all the halfbacks and fullbacks firing. So,
Yep.
yeah.
What was I going to say? I had a point and I think it's gone. It might come back to me. Whatever. I think we've pretty much covered everything there. We
Yep.
will move on to Storm lose again, man. What is
Yeah,
happening over there?
the Warriors muscled up, man.
Yeah.
They were pumped, and I don't know if like there was probably just maybe half the guys on the Storm team that just didn't seem up for it. I don't know.
Mm,
Like Joe Chan literally got hooked because of a roll ball where he didn't even try to make it look like he was using his foot to play the
yeah.
ball after getting sprayed at halftime. So yeah,
I thought
he's
that was
probably
a
not.
full-time spraying. That was a half-time. Oh my
Yeah, bro.
God. He's
And
rattled.
so, because he already made a couple of mistakes, yeah, like their defense isn't quite right, their attack isn't quite right, like, but surely it's gonna come good. But yeah, Joe
Yeah.
Chan out, probably won't even start. Massive break even, already lost money this week with his 16, so get him out before you lose any more. Cooper Clark, I wouldn't bring him in. We need to see team lists, so we'll probably know more about the Storm and who to get or who to not get. But I
Yeah.
imagine a lot of people trading out their Storm assets this week. Farlongo being one of them. I'm personally not trading out Farlongo. Like the guy's averaging 95 points.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
still
don't have a
doing well
problem
even when
with
they
that.
get smacked. So,
Yeah, they got smacked here, and he still scored 66. Like, I thought he was going to be the fullback that would come out and score 20s when they lost, but
yeah.
he has actually got a good base, and yeah, like he's a weapon. So I'm not trading Farlongo unless I need to, and at this point, I don't need to.
Yeah.
Stefano has been a bit underwhelming, but it's just like I would prefer to have a Jackson Ford or an Alex Twal or something, but yeah, look, I've got plans. I'm building my team. Stefano, he's a gun tier front row, so hopefully he just picks it up a bit. It's like
Yeah.
what we were saying with Holmes and Iro and stuff. Like sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of faith and a little bit of patience with these guys.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
you're not losing money on him, are you? Yeah,
a
he's
little
still
bit.
up 31K from where
Well,
he started
yeah,
at.
but
Um,
he dropped 18 this week, but it's
yeah.
like not a huge deal. 66 break even. Like he was actually on 67 points at the end of the game. I don't know why he got downgraded. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but like the guy can score super coach points, and surely they'll be fired up you know, from Bellamy.
hmm
Yeah.
Um,
Jackson Ford, though, you'll be
yeah.
happy with this one.
Oh, mate, I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. Um, I I thought I may have been a little late to the party on him. Then he comes out and tons up again. So I was
Well,
thinking of him as a stepping stone kind of guy. Now I think he's just a keeper.
you were late to the party because that was a double movement. But
Mm.
did you see the replay? Guys, like arm is blatantly before the try line, stretches out his arm, and they're like, "Oh, momentum." Oh yeah, never mind that he extended the tricep and
And then
like whatever.
Macassini's one gets called a no try. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
bro, that's some trash
Yeah.
refereeing on the weekend. But
Yeah. God.
anyway, look, Jackson Ford, I'm gonna put him in the big minutes middle class. So that's why I'm thinking like if with Pat Carrigan out, maybe I need a Jackson Ford or a Alex Twal, or maybe I need him even when Carrigan comes back. Maybe you want
Mm.
some of these guys in your team because the big minute middles are pumping out huge base numbers.
Yes.
So yeah, look, if you're thinking about trading in Jackson Ford this week, I probably wouldn't. If you don't have Twal, I'd probably get Twal instead because he's
Yeah.
cheaper. But I mean, if you've already got Twal and you're like, hey, I want to get more guys like this, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Jackson Ford, if you've got 750K for a front rower, then go for it.
Yeah. I'm stoked with him. Tanner Boyd, he just keeps staying relevant. Uh, the fact that they're doing this against Storm, like I know that Storm aren't quite right at the moment, but they are still Melbourne, so that's definitely worth something. Um, look, what's he priced at?
Too high and
Too
break
high.
even is too high.
Yeah.
Like just get Dewey or Hines or JC. Like why is everyone sleeping on JC? There was heaps of hype about JC before the season. Then he
Yeah.
got injured, and then I'm the only person that trades him in before his price change. He's averaging like 90 something. Like I don't know why no one's talking about Jaden Campbell. Like yeah, I would
I've
not be getting
been
Boyd. I'd be getting Jaden Campbell
Yeah, for
or
sure.
Dewey.
For sure he's the better option, Dewey as well. I've just been burnt by him too many times in the past. Every time I've had him, I've missed the big scores and got all the low ones. So I've just like I know he's a good option. It doesn't really fit my team at the moment anyway, but
He
yeah, I
doesn't
can't
score low,
discourage.
bro. He's an accumulator. He
Yeah,
doesn't score low. Like his lowest scores will be like 60s or something. Like he'll be good.
yeah,
Anyway, well, yeah, Warriors. I've thought about getting in DWZ this week just because he has negative 22 break even. It's a bit of a sideways trade from one of my mid-tier CT dubs that's underperforming and going to drop cash, go across to DWZ, make money instead. But I'm just a bit unsure about, if he doesn't pick up the attacking stats, what could happen. So I think I might go for like a Jesse Arthurs or something instead. But
Yeah.
yeah, RTS solid, but yeah, probably not. And then, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think there's anybody really that relevant except for Ford and Boyd, and I wouldn't buy either of them. I'd buy the cheaper Tigers versions.
For sure. Just quickly on Harry Grant, don't panic. Like, we really don't have many better options at the moment.
Yeah.
I just, unless you've got a Reed Marnie, I don't think there's really any reason to be making trades at hooker. Unless we do see this Titans bloke become a pickable option, but we'll have to wait for the next video to see that.
Yep.
Moses Leo
Next.
with a 20. Get rid of him if you can.
Yeah, get him out. What do you got him in your team for?
Imagine getting 50 put on you by the Titans. Go on. No, you know what? They deserve the 50. They don't deserve that shade. They played so well. They played so well, and I'm really salty I don't have that 157 in my team.
I got 4 of them, including Kinney, Campbell, Ho, and unfortunately I did trade by earlier, but I got Faimani and I didn't play him this week, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Massive.
I think my saving grace this week that makes up for my score is that my cash gen is in a really good spot now. The whole season I've been saying, yeah, Cooper Bye's a problem. I need to figure out what to do with him. And he still kind of is, but now he's got a little cash injection that will help me move him on to someone else because he's not going to score a try every week.
I mean, he's scored 2 tries already. He's scoring a try every 3 weeks. Yeah.
Which is fine.
His break-even's -4. His minutes are going up. I was like, I just need his minutes to go. I'm pretty sure he like started or if he didn't start, he was on pretty early. He played like 40 minutes, 37 minutes or something.
This is one of those games where like I had it on in the background, but because it wasn't close or anything, I wasn't like glued to it. I just look up and be like, oh yeah, Titans have scored another 12 points since I last looked up. Like, yeah, they were on fire.
I think Campbell was in like 50 or something at halftime, and I said to Chloe, I was like, he's a second half guy. You wait and see. Like, he'll look for something around the middle when players are tired. And then, like, within 5 minutes of the second half, he just like scores a try up the middle of the field. I was just like, yes. And then he got that intercept try. I reckon he has 1 or 2 of those in him every season as well. Like, he, as a half in the defensive line, he looks at the ball players and sees where they're going better than just about anyone. He got one of those last year as well. He can take an intercept all the way to the bank. He does it. So yeah, look,
and he's
you
bloody
can't
fast.
Bank on it every week, but yeah, Campbell. Seriously, like I don't know why more people aren't talking about Campbell.
They will. I think the conversation's going to start to heat up now. I remember last week I said that Campbell being back was going to be good for Keeney. Why can't I listen to myself?
Yeah, right. Campbell scored 95. His average is 95 so far. He's averaging 95. Kinney's now on 157. Like that's going to boost his average heaps. He's -9 break even, so I'm holding Kinney for a few more weeks at least.
Yeah.
Campbell traded him in, put the captain on him. Big brain stuff right here. Listen to this side of the podcast.
Yeah.
Not the wooden spoon side.
Well, I did back it, to be fair. Do as I say, as I do.
And you've given me a couple of tips this week too, so it's a team effort. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
But yeah, look.
I'm providing little patches of value, just not to myself.
Yeah. I would definitely consider bringing in Kinney. If you never started with him, then you didn't miss any of the crap scores, and now you can get him while he's still relatively cheap. He's only had a couple price rises, a little bit of money, and now he's got the negative break even, so that's huge. If you were thinking about a gun half and you don't like Dewey or somebody like that, then sure, get Campbell. Like seriously, he's a great option. And Aaron Mahau just keeps pumping out big scores. Like he's a weapon.
I think he might be a keeper, you know.
He could be. He's got the dual position. He's averaging like 80. He scores like 80 a week, bro. What's his average? 70, sorry. 70.8.
Yeah,
but
he's absolutely killing it. I'm genuinely in a position where I'm thinking, do I just correct that mistake and get Keeney back in or Campbell? It's disgusting and I hate it, but it's like it seems like a bit of a turning point because Campbell is still in the team. And I think this could be a bit of a run for the Titans. They're going to be so overflowing with confidence now. Not entirely sure what their draw looks like, but they The Titans have always had points in them.
Mm.
It's just that they aren't the best at defending. Granted, they did all right against the Eels, but it's the Eels.
I'll tell you that I
Yeah.
watched this pretty closely. Campbell didn't really set Kinney up, to be honest. It was more that Kinney set Campbell up or something. Like he was creating by himself. But I do think that they offer really, because Campbell plays like a fullback as well, right?
Yeah.
So between the two of them, they offer really good support play for second phase play, like offloads, quick play the balls and stuff like that. As soon as there's a quick play the ball, both Kinney and Campbell just sprint forward.
Yeah.
And they got a couple of tries like that. So, yeah, look, I think they're both good options. Yeah, you could seriously consider trading either of them in. Yeah.
Keeney, 0 points in tries. Insane.
What?
3 try
Yeah.
assists. 4 line breaks, 2 line break assists. Yeah, what a game from
I didn't
him.
even realize. I forgot,
Yeah,
bro.
he didn't
Like, 'cause
score, bro.
he did everything though. He created everything. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, yeah, it was one little thing where he just like went in, then went away, and then spun away, and then just like, just took off. He's
Just
good.
to
Yeah.
think if he
And yeah,
scored a
Pasco.
double. Yeah, Pasco.
Yeah, Pasco -13 break even. Oh, he's already gone up. I didn't realize he's played. He's gone up
Yeah, that was his third game.
46,000.
He
That
went
was his
under the
third
radar.
game. Yeah, he's good. He created one of those tries with the quick play the ball that I was thinking about. He just took off, and who was there to support him? Kinney on one side, Campbell on the other side. He took his pick, and he passed to Kinney. Kinney drew and passed on the fullback, and Campbell gets an easy try. Like, all from Pasco taking a run. Seriously, good option.
Just gonna have a quick look at his other scores.
I didn't realize he'd
Okay,
already gone up in price. That sucks. I
so
need him.
he has played 25 minutes, 22, and now 43.
Verrills got hooked, bro.
Yeah,
They just
okay.
coach was just like, nah, you're off. Pasco, on you go. Boom.
I think if
Check
this
the
was
team list this
could
week.
that just be to send a rocket up Verrills?
I don't know. I'm watching the team list closely this week because if
Yeah.
he gets named at 9, I might reverse some trades and get him in to get rid of my ULO problem. But
I think if it
yeah,
was any other position, it would probably be like there's not enough information, but because it's hooker and we're kind of desperate for some cash gen in hooker, don't mind it. If he's named next week, I might have to figure out some other trades.
Reed Marnie owners, just get Pasco.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the best option. For the Eels, honestly, who fucking cares?
No one.
They suck.
You don't need any of them. Get rid of any of them that you have.
Yep.
It's been really unfortunate round of injuries, but
Yeah.
like I'm not saying they suck, but yes, it's a bummer. Will Panasini, I think this was his first game back before an injury or something. Yeah, he's played 2. He actually looked really fired up. So he's one guy that looked like he was trying to make something happen in every play. But yeah,
I feel like
Eels.
Volkman's been a really good backup option for the Eels in the past. Like, obviously, it didn't go that well this time, but
Yeah, he's been alright.
yeah, it's a shame because we really thought that the Eels were going to do a lot better this year. Granted, injuries, all that. Yeah. So you can't blame them too much, but at the same time, you do kind of need to be prepared for injuries. It's just part of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully they can turn it around because it's I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Next up.
Here is you're not going to see my sneaky trade actually because he didn't play. There's a clue to who it is. I won't say. Taruva. God,
Yeah.
I was looking at him. If the Tigers didn't miss the first and second major bye, I probably would be trading him in this week, but that's enough for me to not do it. I do think he's going to have a few pretty high ceiling games though, because the Tigers attack is strong.
There's 4 guys on the Tigers team that I would consider trading in. Taruva is not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would get Dewey. I would get Terrell May. I would get Alex Twal or Kai Pierce-Paul.
Yeah, I
all
agree
4 of
with
those
all
are
4
great
of them.
options that you could probably hold for the rest of the year.
Can I throw
you
one
probably
more
only
at
want-
you? Jerome Luai.
Luai,
He's
yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
480k. He has a negative break even. He's averaging, I think he's averaging like 65, 70 or something. And I think when he does come back into the team, I think that may negatively affect Dewey a little bit. This is my little pod play that I'm going for.
Good
I
luck.
couldn't help myself. I had to say it.
Yeah, nah, I'm not going near that. When's he back? Is he back from injury yet?
I don't know. I've just seen that it is one of the more popular trade back-ins.
Okay.
Obviously pending
Yeah.
TLT. And the biggest thing for me is that it helps me get off Peasant.
Yeah. Well, Pez's still at my team, but he's not a problem. I've never played him, so
Yeah. And he's out till like round 12 or 11, so he's not going to lose money. It's just a little bit scary having one fit 5'8", and that being Cody Walker.
yeah. Well, mine's Purdue, and they don't have a buy until like round 15 or something. So I
In
think
that
I'm
case,
good.
yeah, you're sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, I probably wouldn't want to get 4 or 5 of them, and we already have Macassini, so you
Yeah.
really can only pick 2. And yeah, like it just depends on what your team structure is. But if you need a halfback, then Dewey. If you need a front row, then May. If you need, well, May or Twal. Twal has a
Yeah.
dual. That's huge. Honestly, Twal would be my first one. I would get Twal over May.
I really
Um,
like Kai Paul. He is just
and yeah,
offloading at will.
he is good, but I just am not 100% sold just yet.
Yeah.
I'd rather get Twal in the middle, like that. Like I've been saying, the big middle, big minute middles. That's what you want. And Twal is basically coming out saying like I can play way bigger minutes. So he's playing like 75 minutes a game or something.
Yeah, what a guy. What a
Yeah.
guy. Over at the Knights, Trey Mooney with a junk try at the end. Anyone holding on to him, you'd be happy with that.
So lucky.
Yeah, break even at 34, so you can probably keep him for another week, but
Yeah.
definitely be looking for a trade out there.
That's a
Fletcher
proper bailout.
Sharp. Yeah, 100%. Fletcher Sharp with a 45 is great. He is hemorrhaging money, break even of 94, which he can hit. I think if we see him score a 50 next week and his price starts with a 5, I don't think I'll be able to ignore that. So maybe I will have to get rid of Luai. I can't be bringing Luai in and then Fletcher Sharp in the next week.
Yeah. You don't want to be doing lots of trades in there. But I've been hearing a bit of people sort of talk about waiting until Brown and Ponga come back for Sharp. That makes sense to me. Yeah, that does make sense to me. I want to see what they look like as a group again. He had a try, denied though, so very close to having an extra 30 points on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who else?
McEwen, I wouldn't still go there.
No.
Like I'd prefer Lucas, even though he scored low this game. Dom Young, I was considering him. He's one of the top performing CT dubs this year, but obviously they just got outplayed in this one.
Yeah.
Dom Young does look good though.
Yeah.
But yeah. Look, I don't know. I don't know if this Gagai that was. Gagai's a bit hit or miss. I think he's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was a bit lucky.
I had Gagai for a period last year and it just didn't really work out. There was like one or two good scores in there. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I'm just not too sure. I don't think there's anybody really that relevant on the Knights right now, except for Fletcher Sharp, and it's still a bit of a wait and watch.
100%, and I think we are done.
That's it.
Beautiful. So, God, there were some scores this week. Look at all those 30s and 40s and 50s. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, big week. And I managed to dodge all the big scores because I suck at this game. But yeah, I'm still quietly confident. Still quietly confident.
Right. Go back to that lobby screen. Check our scores and stats and stuff again. Here we go. Yeah.
So look,
season
I am
rank
400 points behind, which is like 2 or 3 captaincy choices. There still is like a big bottleneck of the scores. I would have thought I would have lost a lot more ranks than just under 10k this week. I thought I was going to be down at 80,000 with that score, considering how big some of the scores I saw were. Yeah, look, we are still in the cash generation part of the season. Obviously, points are still very important. You need them to score, obviously. But yeah, I'm just telling myself, like, I'm just getting my money right and I'll capitalize at the end of the year.
Are you though? Because I've got my team value is like 600,000 higher than yours.
We'll call that the Jenkins factor. I also do still have I've got 500k in the bank, which doesn't count your squad value.
That doesn't count towards your team value?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes it feel a bit closer. Yeah.
Yeah. You are still a little bit ahead though, which it probably is the Jenkins factor. It's the difference because you would have made like 300k on him.
Or Sasangi getting Sasangi a week earlier or something like that. Yeah, I've lost a bit of money on some CT dubs, but like Holmes and Cobbo and anyways.
Yeah, look, it's not great at the moment, but I'm in a spot where I can turn it around. I feel like I'm in a similar spot to Manly at the moment. Started
Yeah.
pretty fucking shit. Now we're doing a little bit better, and there is potential there for us to do okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
need some consistency.
Yeah, you can do it, bro. You can bring it back. You know, I'll
100%.
see you in the top 20,000 soon. Well, I'm in the top 15,000 now, but yeah, I'm about 50 points out from the top 10,000. So like next week, that's my goal, just
Nice.
to sort of catch up by about 50 points. Try and scrape into that top 10K. But yeah, like my team's looking pretty good. I don't really have any big problems. I just got the Carrigan injury. Actually, there's quite a few people not playing for me this week on the bench through injury or on buys or something. But yeah, it's good. We're looking good. So Wednesday we'll show the team updates and trades and stuff properly, what we're doing. But yeah, for now, probably going to rip a boost and probably going to bring in Herbie and Arthur's and Lasardi for Joe
Yeah,
Chen. So
they all sound
yeah,
pretty decent. Arthur's definitely is like a short-term play, but
yeah, he's just a cash gen in CT dub.
Yeah.
Like that's all. Yeah,
Yeah.
who could score well because he's starting fullback for Broncos and they need impact because they've got about 11 players unavailable this week. So
Yeah.
you know that's only most of your entire starting team, but whatever's.
Yeah, God. Who do you reckon plays hooker?
Well, firstly, I'm pretty sure they're trying to challenge the Cat 1 on Corey Pakes because he actually
Okay.
ran off the field and passed his HIA. So they're trying to say, why is this a Cat 1? It should be Cat 2. He
Okay.
passed and he should be able to play. If not, they've pulled a kid from Wynnum Manly who, yeah, like Queensland Cup. They've pulled a kid from Queensland Cup. They stopped him from playing on the weekend because they said, hey, we might actually need you next week. So, yeah.
Yeah, God. It's going to be interesting.
That's like our
TLT. Please let Tavana be named, please.
fifth
Probably
tier
not.
hooker coming in for Broncos could be interesting. But
God.
yeah, I'm spewing for Blake Moser.
Yeah, man. Broken jaw, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we will see you for TLT on Tuesday. Hopefully no more hectic surprises. Hopefully we get some good surprises and some namings. Lasardi, Rauchman's still out because he's suspended, but yeah. We'll see what happens. Drop a like, drop a comment, let us know how you went. And don't forget to join the group league. Feel free to throw some bets in for the weekend, even though teams lists aren't out yet. If you want to get one in early, feel free.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on Wednesday. Catch you then.